So for today's reset, I wanted to do a version of meal prep that's not exactly planning out specific meals, but I am kind of prepping ingredients, so to speak, and doing some light cooking so that I have things that are ready for me to just pull out of the fridge and either eat as they are or to be able to prepare it. So for the summertime, I typically like to focus on lighter meals. Typically in the summertime, there's a lot of outdoor activities going on with like ice cream and treats and holidays. So I do try to keep it a little bit lighter in the kitchen. So I have been looking more into like Mediterranean diets, and I feel like a Mediterranean diet is very much appropriate for the summertime with a lot of the food choices that they have. So I'm gonna prep some common ingredients that they have in a Mediterranean diet. I'm not doing anything crazy. I want to keep it simple so that it's food that my daughter can eat and I can kind of like jazz it up a little bit for myself and have it a little bit more simple for her as she's learning and exploring her taste buds and different things that she likes. So I'm gonna try to do that now and quickly. It's breakfast time and I'll be starting work for the day soon. So I want to see what I can get done before it's time for me to start work and it's time for the 3-year-old to eat. Okay, so here's what I was able to prep. I did get a nice amount of grains out of the quinoa that I made, and then I have some cut up artichokes, some olives, feta, and peppers, chickpeas, and like a tomato cucumber mix, which is like a fake fattoush salad. My hummus here, it's already in a container, so I'll probably just throw this on top of whatever I have. And then same thing for my salad. This salad is actually really good, by the way. I did not get a chance to cook the lentils, and that's okay because I do have my chickpeas here, so when it comes time I can always just throw these in a pan. But I'm actually really happy with what I have here for right now. It'll make putting some meals together much easier. Yeah, I'm okay. Mommy's silly. So today is part of my summer reset. I wanted to do this part of my living room. For my spring reset, I did my living room in sections, even though it's a small space. I still don't want to overwhelm myself with too much at one time. So I've been thinking about what to do specifically with this couch. And it's definitely time to get a new couch. However, I didn't want to get a couch to fit this space when I wouldn't be in this space for a long time. So I decided to get a couch cover, which I think will brighten this space up a little bit, especially for the summer, and extend the life of this couch just a little bit. And then I want to clean up a little bit. I also bought my daughter a little kitchen set. If you didn't know, Marshalls, they always have like the cutest little wood toys, and it's always very inexpensive. This set is actually on clearance for like $40. It's just a small little kitchen set, but it does the job. And she didn't have one before, so I think she's gonna love it. I'm gonna clean this space up a little bit, and then I'm gonna get everything set up. Like it, Tata?
Yeah.
Now you gotta put some food in there, Tata, that you can cook. So here's the end result of the couch cover. I actually really love it. It's a perfect color. It adds a little bit of bright pop, and I really like the fact that it adds a little bit of life to this very old couch. And I'm loving the bright summer pops of colors. So I'm pretty happy with this couch cover, and I like the design. I might add a pop of color in the form of a throw pillow to help bring in the wall art. One of my goals this summer is to reduce our reliance on plastic bottled water. I filled these reusable glass gallon jars that I found on Amazon with reverse osmosis filtered water.
which helps cut down on plastic waste, saves money over time, and gives me a simple way to reduce our everyday exposure to microplastics. I love that it's a healthier option for our family, but it's also a system that's easy to maintain and fits our budget. I'm learning that meaningful changes often come from small, consistent choices that support the season you're currently in.
So for my reset today, I really wanted to refresh my sheets. I believe I got these sheets back in the fall and the brown was definitely a vibe. However, I want something a little bit more bright and fresh, and I actually wanted to change out my sheets back in the spring for my spring reset, but I didn't get around to it. So now I am going to refresh for the summer, get me some nice light bright sheets on here. Switching out the sheets in the bedroom is one of my favorite ways to refresh for the season because it always feels good sleeping on new, crisp, clean sheets. I do have plans for this bedroom because obviously it doesn't have all of my personality in here. However, right now I'm gonna start with something small and not overdo it, but just keep doing things little by little and just doing projects here and there when I am able to. So now I'm going to switch these sheets out, and actually this time around I'm also switching out the duvet cover. I've had this duvet cover for a little while now, and the last time I didn't switch the duvet cover, but I'm going to switch it out now. Actually my daughter was coloring on it, so hidden underneath of here there's some hot pink bright marker on the duvet cover. So it's time for a new one, so I'm going to do that now. Here's the hot pink that I was hiding. What I am going to do is I'm going to wash these and then I'm going to store them away. I'm actually not a big fan of these pillows, but I'm going to keep them for now. No matter how much filling I take out of these, it still feels like I'm sleeping on a brick. These pillow covers are so big, they're definitely not going to fit my pillows. That's like a good 6 inches. One of my pillow covers is missing. I'm going to have a talk with the man. So I actually really love these sheets. If you prefer more of like a lived-in feel, washed cotton is definitely for you. If you don't, it's definitely not for you, but I really like that look. And then I debated about the color for so long. I decided on the walnut bed frame, and it's got like this, I forget what you call that material. It's kind of like a jute material for the backing, so I wasn't quite sure what to do with the color palette because I do have these light colored curtains. I did want to keep throughout the summer because it is a lighter curtain. I do want to add some more accent pieces to this color palette to help tie everything together. But for right now, I'm really happy with this color. It helps to brighten up the room so much, and it's such a summer color. The sheets are like a light grayish color, and the duvet cover is kind of like a taupey gray color, which I searched for for so long once I started mapping out the color palette that I wanted in the bedroom. I love the subtle contrast between the sheets and the duvet cover, and I think it goes really pretty together and really helps to put the whole look together. But I'm really happy with these sheets for now. I'll see if I can find them. I believe they were on sale and potentially going out of stock, but if they're still available, I'll definitely link them. Today's reset was a mix of good food and home inspiration. I grabbed vegan food from one of my favorite spots in Philly before heading to IKEA to look for a few affordable pieces to slowly refresh our home for summer. Trips to IKEA have always felt a little therapeutic to me. I love walking through all the different stage spaces, seeing how they combine color, storage, lighting, and decor, and gathering ideas I can bring back into our own home. Even if I don't leave with a cart full of things, I almost always leave feeling inspired and excited to continue creating a home that feels brighter, calmer, and more aligned with the season we're stepping into.